Hello, welcome to the first episode of The Art of the Flip. I got the idea for the title of this series from our president, The Art of the Deal, his famous book. Anyhow, for this series, what I will probably focus strictly on is, of course, flipping. Strategies that works for me and things that I like to do. Instead of trying to muddle this topic in other series that I have, but hopefully going forward, normally I don't like to talk about how much profit I made on any given book. I rarely disclose what I paid for any books. For those that pay attention to my videos, I rarely talk about how much I paid for anything. But a lot of people ask me questions from time to time about how much I paid, and once in a while I think it's okay to disclose it because to me, sometimes when you disclose what you pay for something and what you sell for something, you kind of bragging about the profit, and not bragging has served me better in the past many years in this hobby than bragging. So it's not about bragging, but hopefully what I can do is discuss the right approach to flipping that hopefully it makes sense, because a lot of people email me and ask me questions on how to do something or what to do or how to proceed with some transaction, and I think if I can answer many of those questions in this type of video, then people don't have to contact me directly for any questions. Anyhow, let's get going with the very first episode. For a lot of people, I'm sure for those that watch this video and familiar with YouTube, you see a lot of people enjoy hunting books in the wild. Okay, that's for some people, for many people, at least on YouTube, that seems to be what they love to do. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy watching video of people that hunt in the wild and found great bargains. It's fun to watch those, but for me, I can tell you and many of my friends over the many years that it's not for me. I'm not the person that enjoy digging through the bargain bins, the long boxes, and whether it's at an LCS or at a convention. I think that's one of the reasons why over the past 7 years I attended one convention, because the crowd, the cost of attending convention and the benefits is just not worth it for me. Okay, I'm just saying from my personal experiences and viewpoint is I have no idea how other people profit or how well they do flipping. I'm just telling you how I experience. I rarely enjoy the process of digging in the wild, and this go back with the birth of eBay. It's just weird. It's just, I won't say weird, good timing that when I was in a position to buy a lot, the internet came of age. From 81 through 93 or so, when I was in the hobby, I didn't have much money. I was a busy student, so didn't have money, barely had money for many other things instead of comic books. I have a fairly small pull list, but once I was in the professional world and earning good money, but working crazy hours. You gotta understand, from 1994 through 1999, I was working 80 hours plus a week. I don't have time to dig through the long boxes and all that stuff. But luckily in 1998, when I re-entered the hobby in eBay, it was an easy click away to find anything. So right away, I found that for me, it was much more efficient. Bottom line is efficiency, time spent. Time is money. Okay? I can only speak for myself. From my viewpoint, I have no desire to drive, to spend 2 or 3 hours driving and digging through the boxes to try to find books and bargains and all that stuff. I can find a lot of stuff on eBay in 2 hours. If I was going to spend 2 hours surfing on eBay, whether it's 1999 or today, I'm pretty sure I can find books that I can make some profit on. So for me, it has always been what's more beneficial, what is the best way to spend my time. That's the ultimate decision on why I like to shop on eBay than digging through the long boxes or drive to all the conventions, all that stuff. I don't enjoy that. I don't mind going to a convention to meet friends, to hang out with friends, but I don't care to fight through the crowds and elbow people to get my hands on some books. It's not for me. So that's just my personal experience, because a lot of people ask me, Nick, are you going to this con, that con? Love to meet you there. I will meet you outside the con for lunch or dinner or for coffee or whatever you want, but I'm not paying to go in. I'm not fighting through that crowd, no. At the end of the day, I think not everyone enjoy, shopping on the computer, okay? So I can't say that. I'm not sitting here and try to convince you that, hey, don't waste your time digging through the long boxes and drive to 3 different states or do whatever you want, but you can do whatever you want as long as you're happy doing it. Ultimately, that's what I hope the message is. I'm just telling you how I enjoy trying to find books to flip for a profit. I serve eBay. And last but not least for this episode is, I hate to harp on this one point, but when it comes down to this hobby, the one skill that is absolutely essential to shop on eBay, especially shop on eBay, is the ability to grade. You have to know how to grade, because nothing beat buying a good book that is undergraded in order to flip for profit.